Adair County High School's Pride Club makes the most of the Indian Pride Arboretum, the idea for which was conceived in 1999 as a great teaching tool for all teachers within the Adair County school system.
Started with a bare field, and we ended up that one year with 40 trees. The next year we added nature trails and then a shelter, and things have just kept progressing from there.
The younger kids, they develop such a sense of belonging and community, and not only within our school and the school grounds, but also a connection to the high school mentors and the teachers that we meet when we come up here, and it just builds everyone and helps them to become closer, and they appreciate their education more. It's something that they need, it's not just something they have to do.
This past fall, the Pride Club transformed the Arboretum into a pumpkin patch for Adair County's elementary schools.
And it was so much fun and so successful. Next year we're actually going to grow the pumpkins here. So they won't just kind of pick them off the grass, they will actually pick them out of a patch. We're doing a vegetable garden this summer. And there's always a lesson here. There's always something to learn. There's always, watch something grow and develop.
The Pride Club members at Adair County have a long history of mentoring the middle and grade school students.
Stuff they're learning out here now, they'll learn when they get up here at high school, like in science classes and stuff, so it gives them a head start. And it teaches them to respect nature and appreciate it.
The students that I had when we first started back in the 90s, and now they're in high school, and when they come out here, they're so awed, and they're just so amazed by the tree that they planted when they were in elementary school, and now they get to come out and teach the other little kids the things that they were taught when they were younger. So it's a cycle, it just comes full circle. It's a wonderful feeling, and the children feel, again, that community spirit. They feel that.
And so that's the wonderful thing, seeing the growth of not only our trees but the kids.
Located in Whitesburg, the Letcher County Central High School students and science teacher Regina Sizemore's class have combined two courses, outdoor education and investigative science, to make a real difference in their community. The students decided to focus on the water quality in their area.
And there's a lot of water around here, and most of the rivers start here in Kentucky. And so, we were just really curious about what was here in our hometown. There is a lot of pollution here, and we wasn't really that surprised because we knew what kind of town this was. It used to be an old coal camp, and a lot of straight pipes run straight to the river and to the creek.
They may think, well, I just have one straight pipe, it ain't hurting, but well, think of your neighbor and their neighbor and their neighbor. It adds up.
After all the results were compiled, the students took their findings to the Water District Board and the Fiscal Court.
I was excited because I already knew what they were coming for, and it was refreshing for the other commissioners to see that these young people were interested in their water quality. And they come in with a fresh vigor. They're ready to go, and I'm quite impressed with the leadership they've had up there in the classroom and their knowledge.
Young people, 17, 18 years old, they were incredible. I mean, they picked up on what was happening in the court meeting. They made some very intelligent presentation. They did a good job. I was really impressed. And these young people stood up, they looked you in the eye and asked tough questions and said that they were concerned about water quality issues for their children and grandchildren. So I was really impressed.
We've gone through this generation of where we think it's a me generation, and where kids are so preoccupied with cell phones and cars and all that kind of stuff. They're still a lot, they've got a lot of issues inside that they have a lot of passion about too, and are very much willing to take those issues on. I think they're as concerned about their future as we are concerned about their future.
Because this is where we live, this is our home. We should take care of it. We shouldn't ignore the problems that we have, because if you ignore them, they're not going to go away.
The greatest thing I learned is the passion that my students have, and it's very rewarding as a teacher.
Corbin High's outdoor classroom is truly an outdoor classroom. This forest area adjacent to the school has been transformed through the hard work of environmental science teacher Deborah Theodore's Pride Club members. Every day, the kids are out here, improving the nature trails, by adding rock from the nearby creek bed to help eliminate the trail's erosion. They continue to build bridges on the trail and throughout the forest. They have a tree identification program. And are currently working to build a lecture space where they will mentor grade school kids on the importance of taking responsibility for the environment.
Well, if we start now, start with an earlier age, and tell them what it does to the environment, then maybe in that generation it won't be as bad as pollution.
Teach them about the environment, teach them what like poison ivy and poison oak looks like and what certain animals and things look like, just teach them a little bit about that so, they wouldn't have to make mistakes in their later days or anything.
The site gives the students opportunities to do water testing and also to study various plant and animal varieties found in the wetland area of the classroom. The students will also be conducting research projects on bats found in Kentucky and will be documenting all their work on video, which will be aired on the high school's television station. Just why do they do it?
Well, I think it's important because if we don't learn about our environment, then we can make a lot of mistakes that will cost us in the future. And it's important for our animals and just for our safety and health.
If we don't know these things, then our environment's just going to get destroyed. And the more we learn, the better we can do to help our environment.